Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Sojayam Dhire Nashtaprayasha Vadeshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhakti Yenopar Hare Krishna audio is okay now? Fine. Yenopashitat Purusha Loka Udvijate Bhrisham Na Buddhastad Bhasham Gachet Ichan Avayan Atmanaha Yenopashitat Purusha Loka Udvijate Bhrisham Na Buddhastad Vasham Gache Ichan Abhayan Atmanaha Yeno Pashtat Purusha Yeno Pashitat Purusha Loka Udvijate Bhrisham Na Buddhastad Vasham Gache Ichan Abhayam Atmanaha Jena, by which Upashrishta, being over, Purusha, by the person, Lokaha, everyone, Udvijate, become terrified, Bhrisham, greatly, Na, never, Buddhaha, a learned person, Tat, of anger, Vasham, under the control, Gachet, should go, Ichan, desiring, Abhayam, fearlessness, liberation, Atmanaha, of the self. Person who desires liberation from this material world should not fall under the control of anger, because when bewildered of anger, one becomes so dread for others. A person who desires liberation from this material world should not fall under the control of anger, because when bewildered by anger, one becomes a source of dread for others.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. A devotee or saintly person should not be dreadful to others, nor should anyone be a source of dread to him. If one treats others with non-enmity, then no one will become his enemy. There is an example, however, of Jesus Christ, who had enemies and they crucified him. The demoniac are always present and they find fault even in saintly persons. But a saintly person never becomes angry, even if there is a very good, great provocation. Hare Krishna.
My dear Dhruva, you thought that Yaksha killed your brother and therefore you killed great number of them. But by this action you agitated the mind of Lord Shiva's brother, Kuvera, who is the treasurer of the demigod. Please note that your actions have been very disrespectful to Kuvera and Lord Shiva.
Purport. Lord Manu stated that Dhruva Maharaj had been offensive to Lord Shiva and his brother Kuvera because the Yakshas belonged to Kuvera's family. They were not ordinary persons. As such, they have been described as Punya Janan, pious men. Somehow or other, the mind of Kuvera had been agitated and Dhruva Maharaj was advised to pacify him. Hare Krishna.
For this reason, my son, you should immediately pacify Kuvera with gentle words and prayer, and that his wrath may not affect our family.
Purport. In our common dealings, we should maintain friendship with everyone and certainly with such exalted demigods as Kuvera. Our behavior should be such that no one should become angry and thereby commit a wrong to individuals, families, or society.
Thus, Swayambhava Manu, after giving instruction to Dhruva Maharaj, his grandson received respectful obeisances from him. Then Lord Manu and the great sages went back to their respective homes. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeno Prashtat Purusha Loka Udvijate Vrisham Nabuddhastadavasham Gache Icchan Abhayam Atmanaha. A person who desires liberation from this material world should not fall under the control of anger, because when bewildered by anger, one becomes source of dread for all others. Hare Krishna. So anger comes primarily Kama Esha Krodha Esha Rajoguna Samudbhavaha is actually coming from Rajoguna. Sometimes when somebody speaks something nonsense, it's a common saying in English, what is he smoking? Or it's a loose word, is he taking drugs? They ask, correct? Do they ask or not? Somebody speaks something nonsense. Hey, what is he smoking? It's a common slang language. So similarly, what is actually within our heart is very difficult to understand because we don't know what we are drinking whole day. Pibata bhagatam rasamalayam means there is one kind of behavior. But what else we are drinking, nobody knows. So anger as such is not a sign of good consciousness. Vita, raga, bhaya, krodha. As somebody advances in spiritual life, it becomes free from attachment, free from anger, and free from fear. That's a sign of spiritual advancement. Person is very spiritually happy and peaceful. Correct? These are the symptoms which are visible in an advanced devotee. Now somebody is, gets short-tempered, keeps getting angry. That means Rajagoda has come. Because in Krishna consciousness there is no frustration, there is no sadness, there is no hankering. There is no boredom. These symptoms will not be visible if you see a pure devotee. Pure devotee is Navanavarasa, always full of spiritual ecstasy. And one day in our life, we'll try to reach that. May not be one life, many, many lifetimes. Our target is to reach a platform of pure devotee. Krishna's spiritual word is not boring, full of energy. Just like Krishna was there on the earth planet, every day the Leela is set. Every day there is so much plan. I was going to meet Radharani. There will be so much gymnastics happening and full of ecstasy. All the gopas, gopis, every day the business is how Radha and Krishna will meet together. And every day a new plan is made. And by the Yogamaya, Radharani feels she has another husband, Abhimanyu. She is in great anxiety. He will come to know. Jatila Kutila there watching. It's every day some drama happens. So there is no boredom. Full of energy, full of activity. So no boredom. Material world biggest problem is we are bored. I don't know what to do. Then there is no frustration in the spiritual world. Satya Sankalpa, whatever you desire is manifest. Like Srila Prabhupada said, I desired some magazine, but Krishna fulfills my desire so nicely. Now there is Back to Godhead, so nicely printed magazine, which is distributed 2 million copies a month those days. Krishna fulfilled his desire. I thought, let there be temple. Now there are 108 temples. Satya Sankalpa. The desires of pure devotee are manifest. Nobody can stop it. So there is no frustration. There is no boredom. There is no hankering because person is totally satisfied in Krishna consciousness. So this is a beautiful platform of a pure devotee. And one day after millions of births, we will try to reach that platform. But we are not in that situation. And therefore, there is something, there in our heart, there is frustration, there is hankering. There are so many unwanted disturbances. Chitta vritti. Patanjali calls it chitta vritti. There is some disturbance in the consciousness. Now, what do we do with this? Now, if anger is coming, it is coming from Rajagoda. That means we are not in Krishna consciousness. We are not even in Sattvagoda. We have come to Rajagoda now. Now, the problem with anger is that we are all angry. Having come to the material world means we are angry. Why Krishna is so worshipped like this? Like somebody was telling, he went to Tirupati. Why is he getting worshipped like that? Why they are waiting in queue for 3 days? Why not they wait for my darshan like this? We are envious by nature. I could understand. That's how the mind is. So you are angry. Why people are not paying attention to me? They only look at Krishna. So we came to the material world. So material world, anybody coming means, in one sense, he is angry. Therefore, he has come to this. Because Krishna wants spiritual world to be peaceful. And now, the problem is that anger should not go to wrath. Correct? Prabhupada says that love becomes lust, that is Rajoguna. But then it should not go to Tamoguna. Tamoguna is wrath. Wrath means it is source of dread. People will get scared of you. Correct? You just imagine you go somewhere as somebody whom you respect and he is in a wrathful, dreadful condition. How you will take it? It's very difficult to accept it. Correct? The same way, we should think, if I am become from Tamoguna, go from Rajoguna, already it's an embarrassing position. Rajoguna for a devotee is an embarrassing position. But going down to Tamoguna, that will be very sad. And then when I go to Tamoguna, I become source of dread. People get scared of me. You understand? Like in my personal experience, I go to colleges, I meet the dean, I meet the director. It used to do. And I'm sitting with them planning. They're very polite. And one day I saw two professors sitting in a college and probably some enmity. They were shouting at each other. It's very difficult to see that scene. As if they'll kill each other, so angry at each other. Must be some politics, college politics. So horrible it is. Correct? So we should not become, therefore Prabhupada is saying, enmity you can avoid if you are dealing such gentle to a large extent. But he's saying that's not the only case. Jesus Christ was very gentle. He was only glorifying the Lord, but demons killed him, crucified him. The metal word is like that. Prahlad Maharaj was perfect in his behavior. He used to always meet his father like this. Still his father tried to kill him. Demons are always there. The Tamoguna person goes crazy. No logic, no reason, nothing works on him. Only a stick. Nothing works. So we should try, sometimes people say, mad or what? Correct? That is called Tamoguna. In Rajoguna, we can justify an activity because it is meant for your sense gratification. We can justify. Correct? So why did you do that? I am a selfish person, I wanted some personal benefit. That is called Rajoguna. It's not good, it's embarrassing, but Rajoguna person can at least have a justification. Tamoguna, you cannot give even a justification. You cannot even tell. You cannot give any reason why you are drinking. Can you say it is good for my health? You can't have any justification. It's madness. Therefore, Tamoguna is called madness. Prabhupada says Tamoguna is very peculiar for him, coming from the spiritual world. Rajoguna is okay, understandable. Hey, people are selfish. Satoguna person is duty bound, is working for the world. Understandable. Krishna conscious, somebody is working for the pleasure of the Lord. Understandable. Correct? Why is Hanumanji working? He is working because he just has love of Krishna in his heart. A love of Lord Rama in his heart. Why a Sattvic man is working? He has sacrificed everything, he is just working for the benefit of the world. We can understand that also. Why a Rasic person is working? We can understand that also because he is working for his own personal benefit, for his own name and fame. We can understand. Tamoguna is difficult to even understand because he is harming himself, not benefiting anybody in the world, and it is harming him also. Therefore, what do we say? They are mad or what? So the problem with Rajoguna, once what happened, one devotee went to Srila Prabhupada. Said, Prabhupada, on your orders, I am following all rules and regulations. But my mind is harassed by material desires. What should I do? What should I do? Just like yesterday we were discussing this point, Haridas Thakur's mind was very gambhira, deep. Therefore the prostitute could not shake his mind. Very deep. His commitment to serve Krishna is very advanced. Therefore the prostitute or later the Mayadevi could not even slightly agitate his mind. But this is not our position, okay, generally. So the problem is that, so he said, Prabhupada, so desires keep coming in my heart for material enjoyment, even though I am trying to serve you and obey your orders. Unless you have love with the spiritual master, we will not obey the rules and regulations. As much philosophy we may know. So this devotee looks nice, is obeying. So Prabhupada, what should I do? So Prabhupada said it's very dangerous. Because the reason is, if you are not maintaining yourself in Sattva-guna, if you are maintaining Raja-guna, there is a danger of falling down to Tamo-guna and breaking regulatory principles and then arresting a spiritual development. Correct? So therefore, Raja-guna is dangerous. Correct? Tamoguna is most dangerous, so we should never try to justify Rajoguna. No, what can be done? Part of life. No. We should not try to justify. Prabhupada used to say, our balance should be in Sattva-guna. That is our standard. See, what happens when we are practicing spiritual life, we may not have the highest standard, but you don't justify the lowest standard. Like all of us, when we began Krishna consciousness, we were not chanting 16 hours. So but one thing was that we were not justifying chanting 1 or 2 hours. What to do? I try to be sincere. Then you'll chant 16 hours. But you give some excuse, then it becomes impossible. No, I chant 1 quality round. Few people are simply chanting. Then that becomes difficult. So we never should try to justify Rajoguna. No. We have to come to Sattva-guna. That's the standard. That is the standard. Just like Prabhupada used to say, previously success was in Sattva-guna. And to Kali-yuga, success is Rajoguna. No. Success should always remain Sattva-guna. And always that should be our standard of behavior. And I have to come to Sattva-guna. I cannot justify, no, what can I do? It's part of my life, I am Rajoguna. We cannot justify. We have to come to Sattva-guna. And if we maintain ourselves in Sattva-guna, then our service is pleasing to Krishna. If we are in Rajoguna and we say, what can I do? I am in Rajoguna, then it is difficult. Even to experience even a bit of Krishna consciousness, it will become very difficult from Rajoguna and Tamoguna. We have to. It's not an option. Devotee should have to maintain himself in Sattva-guna. And that is why the sadhana is there. That is why the association of devotees is there. That is why the prasadam is there. Imagine with all the facilities given by Srila Prabhupada, we cannot maintain ourselves in Sattva-guna, then what else we can do? Such a beautiful organization Srila Prabhupada has made, his wonderful devotees, such amazing engagement Srila Prabhupada has given us to continuously serve the Lord. So with all that enhancement and facilities Srila Prabhupada has given, we should at least, forget Krishna consciousness, at least maintain ourselves in Sattva-guna. We are duty bound. It is expected of us. And when you are practicing Krishna conscious Sattva-guna, it's like a dry stick. It will burn in love of Krishna. Right? Krishna consciousness is something bestowed. Suppose you keep a wet stick and go for burning, it will not happen. So we have to keep it dry. When you keep it dry and then you touch the fire, it will burn. So we have to therefore, now step 1, what happens is that we first justify Rajoguna. Like sometimes somebody will say, hey, why you are thinking of woman? No, I'm thinking of getting married. Which ashram is this? Neither it is brahmachari ashram, neither it is grihastha ashram. So what people try to do is that you're brahmachari, you have to follow brahmachari ashram. When you're grahastha, you have to follow grahastha ashram. There is no in-between ashram. So people try to create a situation in which there are no rules and regulations for them. Correct? And then brahmachari ashram, grahastha ashram. And either you follow either of them, you may in sattva-guna. Correct? Just take an example. Somebody sitting, searching for pictures of beautiful girls. Hey, what you are doing? No, I am brahmachari, but I am planning to get married. Therefore, I am seeing this picture. He will try to create a situation in which he doesn't have to follow rules and regulations. And therefore, he will justify his rajoguna. The problem in justifying rajoguna is that once the struggle to come to sattva-guna goes away, then the rajoguna can decay down to tamoguna. And how do you come to know? See what happens. Somebody is in whichever guna, it's not that on the head it is written a temperature, correct? Sattva-guna, rajoguna. It is by behavior. So we will come to know what is he smoking, correct? See what happened. Situations will keep changing. And Krishna will arrange a situation that suddenly there will be great insecurity, there will be great difficulty, but person still remains calm. Now every time we discuss similar examples, you see that Durvasa Muni is getting angry, wrath, unnecessarily because of his ahankara, is developing wrath, wants to kill him. It's like tamoguna behavior, tamasic behavior. Mad or what? Therefore he got death penalty from Sudarshana and finally he was saved. Correct? Mad or what? Now at that time, Ambarish Maharaj, look at his mind. If there is little insecurity within the mind, then person loses control on himself. We would have been there because we are not so secured as the lotus feet of Krishna. We will not be able to give the behavior of Ambarish Maharaj. Very calm, very peaceful, very satisfied in himself, full faith in the lotus feet of the Lord. My Lord, please give me a shelter and protection. He knows he cannot shout now. That is his elder only. He is a great sage. And he knows he cannot use his weapons now because he doesn't want to fight with the sage. He knows his limitations. But this kind of behavior, what he shows, actually shows what is he smoking. He is smoking Pibada Bhagata Rasamalaya. That's why the Savai Manah Krishna Padaravindu. His mind was actually at the lotus feet of Krishna. It is not a poetic glorification. Actually, he was Krishna's lotus feet because nothing could shake him. So peacefully he said. His commitment, his gravity, his deepness of spiritual life is so advanced that it didn't shake. Yesterday we gave you the example of Srila Prabhupada. He was so angry because they made a mess of the inauguration ceremony. But at heart, he was like, within few moments they saw Prabhupada, it's like they was telling like a Gopal, sitting and chanting, enjoying love of Krishna. So then he asked Prabhupada, how can I understand this? He said, no, the heart of a devotee is like an ocean, full of love of Krishna. But on the ocean there are some waves. So superficially he may show some behavior outside, out of his service, but inside is never shaken. Okay? And this is what we have to go. But forget about love of Krishna heart we pack. At least sattva-guna it should be. Externally, superficially because of service. What is this? We should not have done like this. But that is needed because of duty and service. But internally the heart should remain calm. Not that now person is not getting sleep, he cannot chant. Now that means it has gone inside. Correct? There has to be a kavacha, there has to be a packing. So long way we can see we go. A small instance of Ambarish Maharaj. It's a very small instance, correct? Externally, nothing big deal. Internally, the depth is unimaginable. Again, let us meditate in the same thing. Bali Maharaj, even the Devatas started celebrating, saying, shock, what kind of behavior is this? Everything has been taken away from him. He is in publicly being rebuked and arrested in front of public. A king suddenly turned over everything, and still his mind is not budging from his determination to serve the Lord. Correct? This shows what is he smoking. Again, people of the Bhagavatam. He is not an ordinary person. Apparently, he is the king of the Devatas, but his heart is revealed in this situation. Correct? Small situations like नहा दोगे तो everybody, बहुत सभी लोग संत लगते हैं, शांत. But now you go little start agitating, there what is there within the heart will come out. Wow, boom, explode out. Correct? Actually, what is the smoking will come out. Devotee is always very calm, peaceful, happy. Okay? As Prabhupada is saying, devotee should be like that. He doesn't make enmity with anybody. He's peaceful. Correct? He's doing his rounds. He's trying to serve Prabhupada. He's doing it. But then the word is not like that. People will become enemy. This word is, in fact, we have to be ready. As the more and more the temple gets opulent, it's going to be very challenging situation. The people will get very envious. All the demons will not be able to sleep. Why is it that Krishna, now just imagine, why is it that Krishna removed Ram Setu? When he finished it, he just one arrow smashed it and put it down on the ground. Correct, no? Krishna broke the whole Ram Setu after he finished the business of Lanka. Why? Because the glories of the Lord, demons will not be able to take it. Very angry. Or the Dwarka. Why did Krishna put down the Dwarka? But Dwarka should have been visible in the grandness. No? You see, 16,000 palaces, that is only of his queens. Then each child has 10 children again, correct? So millions of people there, beautiful, all palaces full with all diamonds that we hear in the description in the Bhagavatam, all the gems. Why Krishna had not kept it? Because people will become unimaginably angry. Demons will not get sleep. No, they can't tolerate. Correct? Now it's Kali Yuga. The opulent temple is manifesting. The demons will not be able to sleep. They'll come to attack. They will be very, very angry. Now what do you do in this situation? As far as possible, we don't agitate others. Just simple. Hare Krishna, please come, take prasadam. We do like that. But people will be very angry. Who? The demon. Demons will become very angry. True or not? That's how the nature is. As I told many times, when I was in college, one of my next room, the person, he got job in Slumberger. And none of my classmates are here. So it was like a dream job. I also wanted that job. The salary was 100 times of what we are getting in other jobs. Just like even today, we hear of some companies giving crores. Correct? The salaries have reached lakh now. And it is crores. Our salary was just 4,000. And that was in lakhs. Everybody wanted that job. And they had like any department, anything, they will train. There's a drilling company, oil drilling company, even now in Gulf. Okay. Some people know, who are in Gulf, know that company. So then, when I saw the notice outside the notice board, that means I didn't get it, 4 names were there. The person name was in the next room to me. So after my lunch I took, I saw heart attack, my name is not there. That person's name is there. I came to my room, locked the door and closed my ears. I knew what's going to happen. So they are going to have an uproar. They'll all be shouting and can't bear. Correct? Why? We are envious. Can't bear to see somebody get success in life. That is how things are. So demonic people, they will not be seeing, they will saying, wow, who has a house of this size? Nobody has a house of this size. Correct? These guys are enjoying like this, such a big palace they have. They'll be very, very envious and angry. So it's not easy. Therefore, in Kali Yuga, only way we can curb is that have constant Harina. We should, what Krishna gives us, should have constant Harinam. People come, they sit, and they just sit in the Harinam. Only Harinam can break the effect of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means age of quarrel and hypocrisy. Right? Age of quarrel and hypocrisy. Only Harinam can break. So just meditate on this, a small thing. The deepness of the mind of Ambarish Maharaj, what was in his quality of realizations. We may say so many things, but when the situation comes, we will not be able to respond. Just, we can do a PhD thesis on the consciousness of Ambarish Maharaj. How it was so deep and wonderful that there were practically no effect of the unjust situation which has come in front of him. No lamentation, no frustration, no hankering, no idleness, no boredom, nothing. A blissful situation of Krishna consciousness. And whatever we are seeing now, Shloka, what he is saying, we are seeing in his behavior. Very, very exalted. Okay, so therefore, let us try, make an attempt in our life to come to the standard of Krishna consciousness, and then our life becomes very pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. Okay. And it is out of that the people will come, be respectful. Shri Radha Govinda ki, Shri Gaunitai ki Srila Prabhupada. So only because of that, our behavior, then people listen to us respectfully. Oh, very nice. They listen to us respectfully. And then we can actually teach Krishna consciousness. If our behavior is not standard, whatever philosophy we know, no use to speak. No use to speak. Better shut up. There is no benefit for anybody. Correct? Because people will not be respectful. Correct? No. You're speaking, nobody is listening. Nobody wants to listen. Right? So therefore, we have to, these all things which we are learning in the Bhagavatam has to be internally integrated within our system. It takes time. It's not one day affair. In fact, these things are practiced minute by minute, life after life. And then when we hear of the behavior of exalted personalities, that becomes a landmark for us. So dread, we should try to avoid. We don't like a dreadful situation. When Narasimhadev came and he was extremely angry, even the Devatas was refusing to go near. Correct? Take a lesson from that. Even Devatas are not excited to see somebody in a dreadful position. Prahlad Maharaj was extremely advanced, even beyond the Devatas, and he could understand the mood of the Lord. Correct? The Lord has taken anger just for protecting his devotees. He could understand, and he has full faith. He was not scared. But a dreadful situation that was created, so many kings, so many soldiers are already thrown to pieces by the nails of Narasimhadeva. It even scared the Devatas to come inside. True or not? So dreadful situation nobody likes. So at least, and how do you create a dreadful situation? From Rajoguna we go down to Tamoguna. Correct? So we should try that doesn't happen. From Rajoguna, we are in Rajoguna, don't justify Rajoguna, gradually purify and go to Sattva-guna. And it is at Sattva-guna actually that our behavior becomes very gentle, very pleasing. See, what happens is that everybody feels he is good. But actually good is only in Sattva-guna. Nobody is good in Rajoguna and Tamoguna. You may be saying you are good, everybody feels he is good. But the fact is that actually we can only be good when we are in Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. We do give pain to other people, if we like or not. So let us not justify, climb to Sattva-guna, and then we are actually what we believe we are. All of us feel, I am a nice person. Actually you become like that as you come to Sattva-guna. And Sattva-guna is a beautiful platform to come to Krishna consciousness. Then our services become very pleasing to the Lord. Just like you are doing the service to the deities, it is difficult to do deity service. because it requires a lot of sattva-guna. Therefore, Prabhupada used to laugh when Gandhi created this Harijana temples. He created temples and put the Harijanas. He called them Harijana, the Shudras. Prabhupada said that was not wrong. Why people are not allowed, everybody should be allowed. But then those people are not trained. What is this ringing ghanta 6 times a day? They threw it and walked out. It's not easy. See, say suppose you don't have sattva-guna. How many days you will do puja? 1 day? 2 days? 3 days? Then you'll stop it. Very boring, just sitting, looking at one murti. You cannot do it. But in Krishna consciousness, you may be doing for long time. There was once Srila Prabhupada visited a temple and he asked the pujaris how long this puja has been maintained. He said 800 years. There are some temples, puja has been going on for centuries. Prabhupada was so happy and looked at disciples. You think you will be able to maintain for centuries like this, the standard of worship? Correct? And some of the sampradayas, the agamas and the Shi sampradaya, they have their own set of rules and regulations. It's very elaborate. Hours and hours going chanting mantras and doing achmana. It's not easy. Just think about it. Just like you are thinking of the situation of Ambarish Maharaj and you're thinking it is difficult. Yeah, it is impossible to behave like that if we are put in the same situation. Now just think about, you are in a situation of a pujari, okay, and you are doing Shodos Upchara. Shodos Upchara will take in the beginning 2 hours. Okay? Sheets are ready? Are ready है ना sheets? शुरू हो गया? आज किया पूरा? 16 किया? थोड़ा किया, ठीक है, कल से शुरू करेंगे पूरा. So now you have to do, say, Shodos Upchara. It takes 2 hours. You have Radha Krishna in front of you. You have to offer 16 items with all mantras. It's going to take 2 hours. How many days are you going to do it? You need to have sattva-guna. You have to sit down peacefully, ringing ghanta, offering. It's not easy. You are talking Ambarish Maharaj situation, wo chodo. In fact, sometimes it does happen. People say, why do you use Bengalis? Some temples are joking to me, at least they do it. They may do for money, at least they do it. People are not ready to do it, whatever reason. So we need sattva-guna for worshipping the Lord. Therefore, Brahmana means sattva-guna, sattva samshuddhi. Okay. So today is Ekadashi, today is called Nirjal Ekadashi. So those whose health is good, try if you can do Nirjala, it is good for you. It covers all the Ekadashis, but in case your health is, age has come up or you have some ailment, be careful, because most important is service should not stop. That is most important. Okay. Hare Krishna everybody. Anybody wants to add something to this? Can you think of a situation where somebody controlled himself, was not source of dread to others? Hare Krishna everybody. Okay, we will chant Hare Krishna together. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare